Okay, so today we will be starting the constraints on US hegemony. That means what are the limitations on US hegemony. So আমি last class দেখিলো যে what are the different types of US hegemony. Okay, so there we saw that America is today dominating in the economic sector, in the political sector, in military sector, also in the cultural sector. Okay, so we saw that in today America is enjoying endless hegemony or endless dominance on almost every sector. Okay, so তাৰ মানে কি এইটো নেকি যে US এর উপর কোনো limitations, restrictions বা constraints নাই. Okay, so এতিয়া আমি দেখিম that in history if you see, like today America is a superpower, but we had other superpowers also in the past, like once the French. Okay, they dominated the world. Then we know about the British. Our country itself was a colony to the British. Okay, তেনেকে European powers asile. Okay, Roman Empire asile. Ebilak sob in the time ebilak sob dhongkha hoise. They have got all destroyed. Okay, and if if you do a study, you will find a observation that most of these empires, they have faded away because of certain demerits within their own country. Okay, so in a case of America also a similar trend is seen je aji America ji constraints, it is purely or it is mostly American in nature. Americar weakness Americar bhitorte ase. Okay, so here we have three constraints on US hegemony. The first one is American system of government, then the open nature of American society. Okay, as you can see here, the American system of government, then the open nature of American society, and then we have NATO's influence. Okay, so these are the three constraints that we have been given. Now, American system of government. Okay, so the first constraint is the institutional arrangement of America itself. Now, the American Constitution is based on the principle of division of powers between the three branches. Okay, so there we have three branches of a government: executive, legislature, and judiciary. First year paisilan hoy. So in America you will find there is a system called division of power. Power is divided between the three organs of the government. Okay, that is principle as a checks and balances. Okay, so checks and balance means one organ can keep a check on the other organ. Okay, like for example, Loba Paraja, President of America, he faces much difficulty in getting the national budget passed. Okay, so America তোমালোকে জানা প্রেসিডেন্টৰ ইলেকশন ডাইরেক্ট ইলেকশন হয়, আমাৰ ইন্ডিয়াৰ নিচিনা নহয়. Okay, president election belege hoy, then tar jitu parliament, its parliament is known as Congress. So Congress or election belege hoy. So not necessary that party from which the president will be, the same party will have majority in the parliament, that is the Congress. Okay, so like that, because of this institutional arrangement, you will find that it acts as a constraint on US hegemony. Okay, then second one, we have the open nature of American society. So the American society, it is very much open in the sense that a lot of people have been given a lot of freedom. Okay, in USA you will find there is no much government control over mass media, radio, television, newspaper. Okay, that junblak pressure groups ase, chambers of commerce ase, national farmers union ase, they all have a very major role to play in influencing the government decisions and policies. Okay, and also the people of America are very politically aware. Amar yar nisa nohoy, tar horu horu tumaleke students, they are very much politically conscious. I am not saying they are into political parties, but what is going on in the government, what type of strategies the government should take. Okay, ebilak government tat bahut pressure thake. Then thirdly, NATO's influence. So NATO ami ketia paisilo, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So we got it during the Cold War. So Cold War time USA eta military alliance bonaisile European countries bilakor logot, hetur naam asile NATO, 1949. Okay, Cold War end hol, Warsaw Pact jitu USSR bonaisile, it also came to an end. But NATO, today also we have NATO. And today, in present time, you will find NATO is maybe it is only organization which has an influence on USA. Does not have much influence, moderate. Komke ase, but influence ase. And USA, NATO একেবাৰে নেগলেক্ট কৰিব নোৱাৰে বিকজ নেটো কাণ্ট্ৰিজবিলাকৰ পৰা ইউএছএৰো বহুত বেনিফিট হয় লাইক ইফ ইউ ৰিমেম্বাৰ দ্য ইৰাক ইনভেশ্যন 2003 আমি কৰিছিলোঁ এইটো চেপ্টাৰতে তাত দেখিলা যে ইউনাইটেড নেশ্যনছে যেতিয়া ইউএছএক মেণ্ডেট নিদিলে এইটো ইৰাক ইনভেড কৰিবলৈ দেন তাহাঁতি কোঅলিশ্যন ফৰ্ম কৰিলে এণ্ড সেই কোঅলিশ্যন মেজৰিটি কাণ্ট্ৰিজ আছিলে নেটৰ পৰা অ'কে এই নেটো কাণ্ট্ৰিজ দে ছাপৰ্টেড আমেৰিকা ইন ডেট ইনভেশ্যন অলছ' এই কাণ্ট্ৰিবিলাকৰ লগত আমেৰিকাৰ ইকনমিক মাৰ্কেট ৰিলেটেড টাইজো আছে অ'কে চ' উই কেন চে ডেট টুডে নেটো ইজ অলছ' হেভিং এন influence. It has also sometimes it also acts as a moderate constraint on America. Okay, so we saw that today the constraints on America are from within America itself. It may be in the form of NATO or it may be the open nature of the American society. The people, they freely openly তাহাঁতি নিজৰ গভৰ্ণমেণ্টক ক্ৰিটিচাইজ কৰে তোমালোকে দেখিছাই চাগে এতিয়া কেনেকৈ ট্ৰাম্পক কৰে ডোনাল্ড ট্ৰাম্প দ'জ হু আৰ এগেইনষ্ট হিম অ'কে ইয়াৰ আগতো যেতিয়া আমেৰিকান ফ'ৰ্চবিলাকক ইৰাকৰ পৰা ঘূৰাই অনা নাছিলে তেতিয়াও গভৰ্ণমেণ্টৰ ওপৰত বহুত প্ৰেছাৰ দিছিলে পাব্লিকে আল্টিমেটলি দ্য ট্ৰুপছ হেড টু বি কল বেক অ'কে চ' দিজ আৰ দ্য কনষ্ট্ৰেইনছ অন US hegemony. Okay, then next we have India's relationship with the US. Okay, এটা India's relationship with the US আমি তিনটা পাৰ্টত ডিভাইড কৰি লৈছোঁ এনেকৈ তোমালোকে আনচাৰ লিখোঁতেও তিনটা পিৰিয়ডছত ইয়াক ডিভাইড কৰি ল'বা ফাৰ্ষ্ট ডিউৰিং দ্য কোল্ড ৱাৰ পিৰিয়ড ছেকেণ্ড আফটাৰ দ্য এণ্ড অফ কোল্ড ৱাৰ এণ্ড থাৰ্ড এট প্ৰেজেণ্ট অ'কে চ' ইয়াত ইউ কেন ৰাইট like at present what modern contemporary times at the day in the time of Modi in the time of Obama Trump amar major relationship kenekwa okay so first during Cold War so during Cold War we know that although India was a proponent of NAM India koisile je we will not join any of the two alliances but hetu homoyt because of many interest many problems like Kashmir question to ami janu je Pakistan or logot USA was there okay so for many reasons we had to take help from USSR and also we had signed a treaty with USSR the 20 years friendship treaty so for that we can say that India did have a closer tie with USSR rather than the US during the Cold War okay then 1991 jetia Cold War end hol when we were left with one superpower so in this situation India had no other option but they had to move closer to the US okay so India it moved closer to the US and although some difficulties were there okay India tried to retain its economic and cultural ties with the USA okay so India liberalized koile nijor economy it moved some FDI was permitted in India okay then because this FDI mane foreign direct investment okay because of this new factor it brought India and USA closer to each other okay there was a lot of interchange of people and technologies between USA and India tumalokar bookot eblak di ase saba Boeing aircraft jitu industry okay a number of Indians are working there Boeing okay as employees tar pisot USA has invested a lot of trade okay trade in Indian different industries the Silicon Valley it is like I think you all have heard about Google Intel eblakor naam hunisa na all these major technological okay startups all these are in this Silicon Valley okay and more than 30% of the technical staff of the Boeing and in this Silicon Valley they are Indians okay tar pisot aro bahut ase like trade relations ase then you will find that they both two countries they agreed to cooperate in defense matters India US or joint naval exercises hoy okay amar defense forces bilakok tahati training die tar pisot in the question of terrorism also if this America has always helped us okay so ebilak tumalike likhibo para okay and at present much closer political and economic ties at present tumalike janai India has become or it has gained a lot of support from America maybe it be in the terrorism question or India always finds the hand of this one America with it okay Tapisot India has always been asking for, or it has always been demanding for a permanent seat in the United Nations Security Council, and in that case also America has always stood with India. Okay, so all this says that at present India and America, they share a very close tie. Okay, so a relationship to jodi die ami eneke likhibo lagibo, thik ase. Etia all now you see, although India and US we share a very good relation at present, but there are again some political analysts who have given certain other strategies to deal with India-US relationship. Okay, tintar beleg strategy dise. Eta dise to maintain aloofness. Okay, eta dise that we should not remain aloof, rather we should exploit, or we should utilize our relationship with the US. And thirdly, they said that we should try to influence America with the help of other countries. Now, the first one, maintain aloofness. So, some of the analysts, they view that India should, okay, remain itself aloof. That means India nijoke America pra durot rakhibo lage, because America's aims, America's policies are very different from us. Okay, so instead of India becoming a part of US policies of dominance, we should more focus on increasing our own national interest, like our military, economic strength. Okay, heblak ami increase karat thakibo lage, rather than going and joining America's policies. Okay, then the second group, they tell us what, that no, we should not remain aloof from America, rather we should be with them, we should utilize from America. Okay, amar majot bahut kisman common interest ase India America majot, jeneke combating terrorism, or cooperation in the field of science, technology, trade, agriculture, or in the questions of climate change, environment. Okay, military advantages ami bahut pao. So instead of opposing America, we should try to utilize, we should try to exploit this situation so that it is for our maximum advantage. So etu hol amar second strategy. And third group to ki koise, third group to they say that India should try to build a support base itself among the developing nations. Okay, India should have like what India did during the Cold War. Keneke tetia homoy duta superpower India naam movement start kori, it posed as a threat or as a challenge to the bipolar structure. So koise je even now India can influence the US decision by taking cooperation with other nations. Okay, so this is the third strategy that they have given. Buji pala? So these are the three strategies that are given to us. Okay, so the last part of our chapter is how can hegemony be overcome. Okay, so etu yato tinta point ase: bandwagon strategy, height strategy, non-state actors. Etia ami ji tinta strategy paisilu India suggest korisile je how we can maintain relation, hekita olop similarity ase, mostly prothom to. Okay, so the bandwagon strategy. So first they are telling us that we should make use of American power and growth by joining it. Okay, so bandwagoning, you can call it is a system in which states, they try to get security by joining with the dominant power. So here the dominant power is America. Okay, so bandwagon strategy will mean that instead of fighting or trying to compete with USA, rather we may support USA and take advantage of our association with USA. Okay, in fields like defense cooperation, partnership in science and technology, trade relations, ebilagar ami USA pra ami support lobo paro, tahater help lobo paro, association lobo paro jodi ami USA join koro. Okay, it is a bandwagon, eta wagon hoy. Okay, wagon dekhisa. Okay, this wagon is just going upper, higher and higher. Okay, and ami jodi nijoke wagon to logot logai lo, attach korilo, then we will also reach the heights of success. So that is the first strategy that they are giving. Second is height strategy. So height strategy to hol ki, they are telling that you should remain away from American radar. Etia Iraq, Afghanistan. Okay, these countries, they were destroyed by America. Why? Because they tried to cross roads with America. So junbilak aji dinot big powers ase besides America, like China, Russia, they prefer to stay themselves, or they prefer to stay away from America. Okay, from America's notice. although bahute koi je this is not a long time strategy, karon if you are a big power like China, Russia, you can't hide yourself for longer time, but it is said that some major powers, they have been exercising this strategy. Okay, they try not to show their hostility. Okay, they try to hide their feelings towards America. Okay, and last to hol amar non state actors. Etia we have seen that junbilak countries ase, for one reason or the other, they may not be in a position to challenge America, they may not be in a position to influence America. So the third strategy is given that the civil society, okay, or the NGOs, they may act as a restraint to US hegemony. It is civil society bole kole ami we may understand all those organizations, okay, which are not established by a government body, okay, which are outside the direct control of states, like NGOs are there, non-state actors are there. Okay, so ebilak body, trade organizations thake, kisuman farmers organizations thake, cultural bodies thake, tahati through their own techniques, like they can hold seminars, they can hold they can write books on US hegemony, okay, how it is affecting the world. Teneke tahati they may, okay, they may gather public opinion against America. They may try to reduce, or they may try to act as a restraint upon American hegemony. Okay, so a tinta amak strategy koise buji pala ne. So these are the three strategies they are telling us that how hegemony can be overcome. Okay, lastly tumalokor bookor last para eta bahut like important bostu dia ase, like that today we are living in a global village. Okay, ami kau je world kan global village hoy. Okay, and this is the only world that we are living in. Amar to ekhonor bahire beleg world nai. Okay, so they are telling us that in this global village, if we are not satisfied with the headman, tamane jijon village or head thakibo, here head means America, okay, USA. So if we are not satisfied with USA or with the headman of the village, we do not have the option of leaving the village, because etu ekhon world e amar okol thakibol, ami beleg ekhon world ot jabo nwaro. So we have only two options: either we can restrain ourselves, okay, or we can try to restrain them. Okay, we can show our resistance to this headman, okay, of our village, or we can change the headman. So ekita option ase amar osor according to some political analyst. Buji pala? So amar ekhone world where we have to live. So either we have to adjust ourselves to this US hegemony, okay, or ami resistance dekhabo lagibo to this US hegemony, or we should try to change the hegemon. Okay, so with this we can conclude our chapter.